Hello, everybody, and sorry about the wrong intro. That was my fault. I didn't have my stream deck set up correctly today. Ah, gotta love long weekends. Gotta love them.
It's been wonderful.
So, I am here again with my good friend, Word Runner, since I'm pointing this way
He's struggling a little
first.
bit there.
Yeah, well, it camera's reversed, so when I look to my left, I'm looking at you, but you're technically to my right. So we got Word Runner, aka Brennis,
There you
aka
go.
Chair Force.
Gotta love that title.
And to my opposing side, aka my actual right hand side, it is the Squid, Zachary ZK, aka Goodfellow ZK. Sorry,
There we
aka
go.
Zach. Word. Fuck.
Hello. AKA, AKA.
AKA,
Yeah, you
AKA,
can
AKA.
tell how much he's struggling today.
Oh, jeez. And I don't. Hey! My first swear was not before the was after the 30-second mark. Yes! I'm good.
The goals that he is aiming for are
Well, I
on the
mean, if you
board.
start with a countdown, wouldn't it every time be 30 seconds after?
He's got a point.
He does have a very valid point. And it's normally about like a good 5 minutes. Today was only 20 seconds, but semantics.
Potato, potato. You know?
Speaking of potatoes, you plant any yet?
Potatoes. Yeah, we got some taters. We got some taters. Taters are probably gonna be the next thing that's ready.
Next thing we damn dare work on, yep.
So
Oop, oop.
if
My weight's not big enough.
if everybody couldn't tell, they are currently playing Farm Sim 22.
Yep.
I personally went, yeah, do I want to waste time? Well, it's not really wasting time. It's just I don't have the game for one. Two, I was kind of like having all three of us playing the game again. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Like last 2 weeks ago when we were all in No Man's Sky.
We were like two of us were in, and then I was in, but differently.
You were in because you were on your Xbox, but it's not cross-platform.
Well, I'm not on my Xbox.
You were still
Just do that.
you were still on a different platform server.
Yeah, well, you know, whose fault is that?
Yours.
I
Potato,
go with the
potato.
developers. Yeah. You know,
I mean, technically, I'm not wrong. It was your fault. You were on a different server platform.
technically, it's not my fault either, because it's still the developers' problem.
Damn you, developers!
No.
Debs, why don't you make this cross-platform like everything else nowadays?
Right?
Part of it was because they couldn't secure a big enough monetary contract with Sony.
Sony. I think that's where I want those. So on the intro, as you kind of see, everybody, one of the things in which is going on is Brennis and I are kind of in the interim, besides holding up the conversation with everybody else here because we actually care. I saw
What?
that. But we're also working on our little projects, aka cosplays, because we're well.
This is more than just a cosplay. This is a wearable piece of technology.
And we're nerds, so. But also, he's not wrong. It is a wearable piece of technology because we do have tech aspects in them. Like right now, I'm trying to replace the coolant fan. Oh no, am I gonna have to heat that? I really hope I don't have to heat that. No, I can trim it. Woof. So, as everybody saw before in the past, I've also been working on a Halo ODST helmet, and I've made progress.
Nice.
Once I get the visor actually secured in place, I'll go ahead and mask it off and sand it down, prime it, and then someone was supposed to let me know what the colors were going to be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got so caught up in so many different things.
You got caught up plowing a field, and not
that was
not the fun type of field either.
2 days ago.
Shortcut.
Oh.
Windows.
Oh yeah, the innuendos are strong with this crew.
Oh yeah.
And why wouldn't they be?
Oh, no argument.
Oh yeah, David, you don't know yet. So I'm getting an entire wheel tractor control board set up as well to play this game.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he absolutely is.
I mean, first you show up that piece of fucking expensive technology in my Discord saying, "Look what I got."
Mm-hmm.
If you all don't understand what I'm getting after, he got himself a 3090 Ti.
Yeah. Man's PC is better built than I am.
Currently, better built than he is.
That's much better. Look at that. Now I got all 4 wheels on the ground. Now this thing can spread some lime.
Was your load too heavy before?
Yeah.
Too thick, maybe?
No, it's just a crap ton of lime. Oh, what are you going on?
I know it fully cures in 24 hours, but how long does it take to set? Brandis?
Yes?
E6000, how long does it take to set?
About 4 hours.
God damn it!
It's just time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time of me holding this visor in place that in 4 hours I plan to be passed the fuck out. Hello, Blue.
Maybe you should have planned ahead.
Hello, Painter's Tape.
I told you to tack it on with hot glue.
I don't know where my hot glue gun is right now.
Sounds like something else you lost.
My brain's been gone for years, dude.
Hmm.
But besides, right now, the only thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the top of the visor in place. That way I can trim up the bottom, so that will actually sit better on the inside. And yes, I already have a Dremel. Don't even have to ask.
Good job, buddy.
I've actually had a Dremel longer than I've had anything else. That reminds me, I need to use a Dremel on Zeus's nails. Yes, everybody, I cut my dog's nails with a Dremel.
I mean, definitely worse things.
It's actually better.
Yeah.
It's easier, it's more friendly on the dogs once they're used to it, and it's less likely for you to cut the wick.
Yeah, I hate trimming dogs' nails.
Oh, holy crap,
I
there it is.
100% just got a whole bunch of my nose. I was used to having my vacuum turned on, so it automatically sucked up everything. Oh. Yeah. Ugh.
As Brennis finally drops all the links to me saying, here you go.
Surprise. Yeah, it just completely slipped my mind.
Wim, you're using, you have the, okay, that's dark base. Matted shadows. You're actually, you want me to use an acrylic paint for matted shadows? I was actually thinking of using black shoe polish.
So, the only reason that I advise that you use the acrylic paint is a term called blackwashing. If you don't have an airbrush available, blackwashing is your next best option. Take your brush, dip it in your paint, get a healthy amount on there, and then dip that entire brush in water. You'll go and jam it into the corners, and then quickly, before it dries, take a crumpled up paper towel and dab it off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing with the black shoe polish, just watering that down and then
The
putting it on.
acrylic paint lasts longer,
Ah.
4 times longer.
Even after a clear coat on it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Things you learn.
Things you learn through repeated trial and error.
And knowing's half the battle.
That was fucking awful.
Yes, you are.
I'm aware.
Interesting. Very interesting. But stupid!
I need something to carry lime around in a tank.
A bucket?
Like a lot of lime.
A really big bucket?
That carry.
Right in the...
The only other question is, can I fill off of this?
Buffering? Buffering? My my bitrate's okay.
He lost a lot of internet around his area recently.
Yeah.
I really did, and I restarted my my modem and my router before even starting tonight, and it's still. This is actually Twitch going ahead and
Both of
going.
you have?
Yes.
Oh, I meant Zach did.
No, I did too,
Holy crap!
and I'm
Well
landline,
then,
so it's like.
fingers crossed.
But I think mine is actually coming from Twitch itself, because I just had a massive drop on my bitrate. Joys of being a streamer, everybody.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what's gonna get fucked up next. Or, in other words, this is coming from another larger name streamer, where if the streamer doesn't have some type of technical issues, they're not a real streamer. Because a real streamer actually tries to make things better for all y'all's enjoyment. Little improvement here, little improvement there, a lot of tech issues afterward, but we get it worked out.
You fix one thing,
50 other
cause
things.
2 more problems.
More so than you
Fix
believe.
another thing, cause 5 more problems. Start back to where you were. Throw the whole thing out and start over.
I did that a few times with my audio setup until I finally got to where I'm at now, and I'm still thinking about improving it. I really want to go XLR.
Aren't those the super expensive ones?
Yeah, they're like $500,
That's what I thought.
and that's for like the medium-sized one. The small one's like $350. But the capabilities of the Go XLR is so much better. Like, for right now, all I have is I have an equalizer for highs and lows, and I have my gain. So I can adjust my voice to be where it's audible and everybody can understand me, but it can't really get like all the little nuances. The Go XLR can, because it gives me the highs, the lows, the mids. It also has a built-in soundboard, and quite a few other little nice added things. A voice synth built in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be saving up for next. I'm sorry, the only thing I can think of right now with Zach trying to hitch that tractor is, she thinks my tractor is sexy.
It's okay. The only thing I could think of to keep my mind away from the mind-numbing horror of taking care of that one field was, rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes me not as sad.
What?
Huh? So, for those of you that don't know, that is a
Yeah.
bottle of Lead Slinger whiskey that I picked up for him and
Bourbon whiskey.
tactically acquired to his location.
Yes. And how it did not get flagged by the United States Postal Service coming to
No
Pennsylvania,
idea.
I have no fucking clue.
No idea.
I showed a picture of it to my my cousin, who's basically a bourbon and whiskey connoisseur. I mean,
Yeah.
he has like probably around $50,000 in bourbon and whiskeys in his house right now. And he was just like,
Holy crap.
I've never seen that one before. Where can I find it?
Nowhere close to you, I promise.
I looked at him. I was just like, well, not quite sure. Let me check online. The closest place is, Flemington, New Jersey. And he goes, I can get it then.
That's ridiculous.
See, one of the things a lot of people don't know if you're outside of Pennsylvania. Liquor stores in Pennsylvania are actually run by the state. So they're not privately owned or anything like that. No, the people that are running the cash registers at that where they can buy wine and hard liquor, they're state employees. It's illegal to get booze of any type delivered to your place of residence in Pennsylvania. Doesn't matter if it's beer, wine, bourbon, vodka, doesn't matter. If it has an alcohol percentage, it's not quite legal. It's technically moonshine.
Not quite legal.
That's bootlegging, son.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it sounds like I have a new title.
Cletus?
Add that onto my repertoire.
Run that whiskey across those state lines, boy. So yeah, I honestly don't know how the post office dropped the ball on that one, but they sure as hell did. I'm not complaining though, because this stuff is fantastic. And I'm bringing it to the next family gathering, which is in 2 months. Good old Thanksgiving.
I'm surprised it's gonna last that long.
Dude, did you see how much of it is gone?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I'm taking my time with this sucker. It is so good. I don't want to pound it. Normally that's what I do with like shitty whiskeys. I'll just like, I just want to get it over with. Fucking hammer those things down. Or mix them with something like Coke or something like that. Just to get rid of the nasty ass fucking taste. This, it's smooth. It has that nice smokiness to it.
Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, I produce props. I've produced props since I was 14 years old. And one of the things that seems to get overlooked a lot is after you get this first base coat on, people tend to go, okay, it's good to paint. It is not. You should be taking a very fine grit. I've got some 800 grit here. And I'm going to run it along every single surface on this helmet. Now, obviously, it has white paint on it now, so I'll be able to see exactly where I've hit and exactly what needs more work. This is to get rid of any burrs, nicks, or scuffs that would otherwise impede your later painting process.
When I do mine, I'm actually going to be doing multiple passes, because the finer of a grit that you get on it, the better your finished overall look's going to be. So I have up to 3,000 grit.
And for something that's 3D printed, absolutely. But me, myself, I have a cast helmet, which means there's no need for me to go that in depth on it.
Hell, the first things that I did on the uh, not so much this one. I got a couple spots on it, but if you can see right here, there's that little
Yeah.
whitish mark.
Hmm.
I actually took a fine file to it, an actual metal file for like fine cuts. It cut the the little nodule that it extruded wrong off really quickly. But this is another one that's ready to start getting sanded down with a 120 grit, get primed, and go from there. And oh, I think I finally fixed my Sidewinder X2.
Really?
Yep,
That's fantastic.
I did a little bit of research, and come to find out that the hot end, the heating block for from the factory,
Yeah.
had a known issue where the placement of the heating coil is to the thermocouple.
Yeah.
Literally, it went heating coil, thermocouple, nozzle.
What?
So the thermocouple was actually reading hotter than what the nozzle was actually getting.
You kidding me?
No.
That's ridiculous.
So I went ahead and spent like, oh, $40 total, I think it was. I got an upgraded 0.4 millimeter nozzle that's actually copper and nickel coated.
Okay.
A copper nickel coated heating block, and I replaced out the heat break as well, where
Okay.
it's a titanium to copper bimetal heat break.
Oh, excellent.
And what's nice is the heating block itself. It changed the setup, so now it's heating coil, nozzle, and then beyond the nozzle is the thermocouple. So the thermocouple is technically reading slightly lower than what the nozzle is.
Okay. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully no more jams.
Fingers crossed.
Zach, what are you doing with that fifth wheel?
What?
What are you gonna do with that fifth wheel?
Hopefully put this on. I don't know, some of these mods, it's like,
They don't
doesn't quite
mesh
work.
well. So for you, those of you that don't know, Zach has about 100. No, it was 280 mods on that server.
I wonder if that's why I'm having so many problems with the other server.
It might be.
Too many mods?
Might very well be.
But it has like room for it, right?
Yeah.
So I
That
got like
doesn't mean that
I think like
they collide well.
4 gigs of mods. Or not 4 gigs. I have 4 gigs of storage for mods.
Mm.
Are you sure you're coming at that at the right angle?
I mean, it's centered right now. That's what I'm saying. Like some of these,
They just don't mesh well.
yeah.
Like, are you coming at it at the correct side as well? Horn blows. This is driver.
And jake brake.
And for those of you that might want to do something like what me and David are doing right now, you don't necessarily need a 3D printer. Honestly, some of my first helmets were made out of foam. So was the armor. You can go buy 28 inch by 28 inch 4-pack of foam mats from Harbor Freight or anybody that sells tools. And straight razor is really all you need.
Well,
Cut out your angles,
uh,
a little bit of adhesive to keep them together. Some people use super glue. Some people use E6000. Some people use hot glue.
I actually have a barge for it, so just contact cement.
If you happen to have a 3D printer, then all the more power to you. You can find plenty of free files that should work on almost any template from Thingiverse. They have a policy on there where if you happen to use one of their patterns, they won't charge you for it. If you're looking for something that you can't quite find on there, you can always go check on Etsy. That's where myself and David both got our visors from. The people that sell the visors sell them in a bunch of different colors, bunch of different types, and overall, they're really good quality. Depending on where you are, obviously, order within your local area. There's plenty of UK shippers, as well as those in New Zealand, Australia, Italy, and Germany, actually.
Just expect to wait a lot longer if it's not US based if you're in the United States.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because mine, I ordered it 4 months ago and I just got it in the mail yesterday. Not yesterday, Friday. And mine came from Italy. But damn, is it high quality.
And you'll run into that with a lot of people shipping from outside the US. It's actually where I got my first set of armor before COVID hit. I had a friend in New Zealand that produced full sets of ODST armor. He made them for fairly cheap, too. So he sent me over a unfinished set, which obviously cost me less because he wasn't doing any of the painting on it. And I was able to do a custom paint job on mine.
And there's plenty of people out there, if you want to get into it, that give
Stellar advice.
So much advice. If you want somebody that's really good at, let's just say, foam, just off the top of my head, Odin Makes on YouTube. He does pretty much everything he does out of foam.
Yep.
And a lot of the patterns in which he does, he actually puts up for free. He just asks that you take a picture of what you made from his pattern and send it to him. I was actually looking at one of his patterns for his Mandalorian helmet. I was just like, do I want it? Do I? I have the foam for it. But then again, I go, oh, wait a minute. I have a 3D printer that's big enough to print the entire thing in one go. Ha!
And that's where you have to look at logistics. Sometimes it is easier for you to work on foam craft. Having a heat gun when you're working on foam is an absolute lifesaver. It can help you bend and mold the foam to a specific angle and set it there, almost like you're moving metal. That being said, if your proportions are off at all, sometimes it can look a little wonky, so that's okay. A lot of people start off from very humble beginnings. I actually, up until recently, made my mentor keep a hold of his first ever helmet, which was Darth Vader, and it was about yay big. Nowhere close to being able to be worn, but he made it out of paper mache and black paint while he was in 10th grade. And he honestly wanted to get rid of it the first time that I had pulled it out of a box. He goes, man, I thought I threw that thing out a while ago. You want to toss it for me? I said, absolutely not. Because this is proof of the amazing creations that you've made. showing everyone that you started out at humble beginnings. Although very skillful, terrifyingly skillful, still humble beginnings.
So, and that's one of the things that a lot of people get very discouraged when they're trying something new, is that they expect high results when they first start out, and that's not always the case. It A lot of the times it's a lot of trial and error and perfecting what you do and keeping up with it so you do get better. Not everybody's a savant when it comes to doing anything. I mean, you should see some of my earlier streams. They were kind of, but I kept with it, and I've been slowly sculpting it into the best that I can do. And now with this endeavor with the 3D printers and the wearable cosplay costume for ODST, my blacksmithing stuff, there's that as well.
I kind of wish you had some of your original pieces from blacksmithing to
Actually,
compare it to what you're making now.
I do. One of my
You
first
do.
one of my first ones that I have ever done.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
What's on the very bottom?
I just had it come down to like a point,
Okay.
but this is one of the first things I ever did, including the clasp. It's actually holding up pretty well for being almost 3 years old now. But one of the things about this is it doesn't have my touch mark in it. I actually made my touch mark later on. Which, Brennis, your knife will have my touch mark on it, just not on the blade.
Excellent. Sorry, I had to go get some of my paint.
Yeah, I'm actually putting my touch mark on the guard.
Okay. Sounds perfect by me.
When I was making his blade, after I ground everything down, and I took the first look at the pattern because I test etched it, I go, yeah, I cannot put my touch mark into this steel. There's no way. Mm-mm. And I do have some 4140 left too, so think I might actually throw that into the forge and make myself a good chef knife.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Chef knives are really hard to do as well.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There it is.
I don't know.
So I wonder if I just got like an unmodded truck, if it would hook up.
Maybe.
It might. This is not the one I thought it was.
So I don't know how much you guys know about knives and stuff like that. But the chef knife has besides the profile of it, everybody knows the French chef knife has that nice belly to it. It comes pointed belly, and then it comes back straight.
Yeah.
What you don't realize is when you look down the blade, if you were actually to do a cross section of it, the blade, well, it's flat up top where the spine is, but when you come down, the sides aren't like angled in like this, like a normal blade.
Yeah.
They actually swell in, then back out to the cutting point.
Oh.
It's basically
Push it out.
It's a very large, fuller, for lack of better words, because when you do the cut, you cut through, and that large belly in the side of the blade actually forces the food that you cut to fall off to the side. instead of sticking to the blade. That would get, if you see a knife like that, it's an extremely high-end knife.
Huh.
It's like,
I'm not really a fan of the French blade on that. I prefer the straight,
oh, so do
the
I.
curved.
I prefer the more the straighter style, which is more of a Japanese style cooking knife. But even that knife
Yeah,
has that belly in the sides of the blades.
yeah. I was talking about like the crescent shape.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know the reason why.
Because I'm not really, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the way that I work a knife is just different.
A French knife, you're actually supposed to work it in almost like a rocking motion,
Yeah,
where a good knife doesn't matter. You can just go straight down.
yeah.
It's still not letting you hook up to it, huh?
No, I think it's just busted.
Did you mod that trailer too?
Bro. You know, how many did you say you had to download?
280.
280.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not like I modded it, because like I don't know how to do that.
You just found a mod pack and you're like, yeah, I like this one.
Oh no, it's not like mod packs. If you go to like the downloadable content, like in the game, it's just like every like individual thing. So you're like, yeah.
Those look cool.
Yeah.
I think I'll get me one.
Like I think this one was like Train Horn and Jake Break.
Doing a jailbreak right in the middle of town. Everybody would have been out the doors going, "You asshole!"
Look, even the windshield wipers work. Ah.
Oncoming traffic! Ah, that's a house!
Hi.
I think I was
You're
going
probably
like
wondering how I got
80
here.
miles an hour. 80 miles an hour in a semi.
I mean, have you seen some of the semis that travel on the interstates?
Yeah. Unfortunately, most of them are like governed.
Not all of them.
No, it's hard to find ones that aren't though.
I know my uncle. He has his is ungoverned.
Yeah.
And again, it's also like 40 years old and is still up and running.
Yeah. Or you got the ones where you got to like reach down and like pull the I forget what it's called. Essentially, you have like a manual like override. I guess that was like an older generation thing. I guess.
Jig stick.
What was that?
Jig stick.
Yeah.
Hold on while I reach down and grab my jig stick. I saw that look Zach.
Uh-huh.
What was that doing?
That was a mighty fine horn in the front of that tractor.
I just love that tractor.
In a biblical sense.
Okay.
you know you've heard it at least once in your life.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like there's this little spot of
You know-
rocks.
I really used to like think I enjoyed these like pivoting tractors and such, and I think in real life, be
They're
a lot
better.
easier. It'd be better.
These
But it's-
things are bastards in this game.
Yeah.
See, in real life, I'm going off of when I was in Iraq here, but we had the fork trucks that had the extending booms, and they had the pivoting turns. They were actually really nice to operate.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, especially like even with the controller, like I think the like arm extensions and everything is better on the game with a mouse. Because it's just I don't know, it's a little different.
Zach, you just froze in one of the best freaking poses that I've seen.
And just so everyone's tracking, when David says best, it's not actually the best.
Oh, I see.
Did you figure it out?
Who's calling the phone? Oh, hold on.
A true military response.
Yep.
Who's calling my phone?
Leave me alone. It's after hours, damn it.
Hi, I'm not on standby. I'm not on staff duty. Leave me the hell alone.
Even for me, I'm just like, who's texting me now?
And I believe that 100%.
Tuesday appointments.
Yay! Appointment!
Calling you about it
yay!
on Sunday.
Well, that's a VA for you.
No, that's civilian.
Really?
Yeah, that's my civilian physical aqua therapy.
Was it an automated message or was it an actual person?
Yeah, no, that's automated.
Oh, okay. That
We went over this last week. Did we go over this last? We went over this last week. Yeah.
Even still, calling on a Sunday. That's one of the worst things to do. Oh yeah, let me get a hold of you on a Sunday to remind you about an appointment. Or we could have just waited 24 hours to get you on a hold of it during a weekday.
I don't even remember the last time I got a call telling me that I had an appointment that was with a person.
I actually get one every week.
But I'm also still in.
Yeah, I never got a. I think the only time I did was dental.
Really?
Yeah. That was the only ones that had them.
I didn't even
I
get
don't think
that.
I've ever actually gotten a call from my dental.
Yeah, I didn't even get that. I was lucky to even remember. Be like, oh shit, I got an appointment today.
That just started right before I left.
Ah, yeah, that would explain it then. Because I was in way before that. Early 2000s, everybody. And I was old when I went in.
They were a wilder time.
I turned 21 during boot camp. That was a big mistake.
That's far from being old.
For the Marine Corps?
My dorm chief in basic was 35.
Well, you're Air Force.
Your point?
If you're able to sit at a computer desk, you qualify for Chair Force.
You know, I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that it's, oh yes, if you can sit in a chair, then you are good to work. Yet, no shit, 90% of our jobs are all maintenance. Between Dirt Boys and all of CE to security forces making up the majority of the operating force to aircraft maintainers, E&E systems.
He's going to be painting his field white again, everybody.
Oh, you're just awful. For anybody that hasn't understood yet, you should take everything David says, put it in one ear and out the other, unless it is about serious topics, in which case, do listen to him, because he has some very good information.
I also have a lot of puns.
Too many puns.
And sexual innuendos.
Puns?
It should be a war crime how many puns he has.
Should have done.
Like I said before, I'm a father. Of course I'm going to have puns.
Part of the title.
Pretty sure it is a war crime to have as many puns as you do.
And I'm not as bad as some of my friends, though. That's the worst part.
That's terrifying.
One of my good friends, even though he's not a parent, I shit you not, he has so many puns that even I go, oh, when he starts up with them.
Oh no,
It's
not
like,
again.
Here he goes, and he's not gonna stop.
Take it, David.
Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller
Damn it.
Records.
Damn it, Kurtman.
Come on, guys.
The one scene that I want to say, I know we will get banned if I start saying it.
Then don't say it.
I can say, "Suck my balls, Mr. Gasson."
Oh God.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Stick in my mouth and suck 'em.
You can't say fucking in school.
Fuck.
Yeah, whoever came up with that one is just a hypocrite. Y'all ever been in the teacher's lounge?
It's so true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zach's actually doing that right now. He's actively teaching.
Yeah.
I feel
A whole one
really-
day.
I feel really bad for your students.
They were in 5th grade. Come on, it's not that bad.
I feel horrible for your students. Even I'm cringing.
You wanna tell him what happened earlier today? He almost got sent to the principal's office.
I think he was referring to you, Zach.
What?
When you almost got sent to the principal's office.
Oh, I didn't get sent to the principal's office.
But you almost did because you have the same name.
Oh, yeah. One of the kids' name is Zach, and yeah, he got sent to the office. Dang it, Zach.
What did the little dude do?
I don't even think it was that
Uh,
bad, personally.
Yeah, I mean it's all relative. It's like you wrote on like some chick's paper like D's nuts like over the entire page.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an itty bitty. That's
No, it was like an entire page of D's nuts.
These nuts are delicious.
Planters Peanuts. We're not sponsored by them, but it'd be pretty freaking cool if they did.
Oh, dude, I'm half tempted to reach out to Voodoo Ranger and start getting a sponsorship from them.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I found some in my BX the other day. It's like,
Really?
oh, dang. I'm gonna have to start buying this stuff.
Which one did you find?
I don't even remember. I just saw the title of it and was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I gotta go to work.
I will warn you straight out. A lot of their freaking beers, well, they're IPAs, but they are strong.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of what I look for is if I'm gonna be drinking something, it needs to have at least a bit of a punch to it. Otherwise, kind of what's the purpose of drinking it?
I mean, I got
And
the can
the
of Voodoo.
taste's good.
I got the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force here. 9.5% alcohol.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
2 of these, and I go, yeah, I'm good.
I don't need any more. Please, miss.
That's why I like taking David out on dates.
I'm kind of cheap, except when you get whiskey involved.
As soon as the whiskey comes out, then it's
That's a different story. My liver
it
goes,
gives a whole new name to or a whole new meaning to whiskey.
nah, that still works.
Oh,
Yeah,
lucky you.
I don't have that problem.
Nope.
I only had it happen the once. Like the first time I legitimately drank whiskey. Ever since then, never had that problem.
It's because your liver needed to get used to it first. But for me, like, honestly, if I'm drinking and I'm drinking to enjoy myself,
Yeah.
I can kill a half gallon of whiskey on my own and still
Well, that's
be like
terrifying.
stand, walk around, hold intelligent conversations, and be like, yeah, I've been drinking all day, straight whiskey. I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Beer, on the other hand, nowadays, for some apparent reason, 6-pack, and I'm just, hi, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
There you go.
I'm just done, spent.
What an underrated movie of our generation.
What, the Goonies?
Yes.
It's not underrated.
Not underrated at
At the
all.
time, yes, it was.
Well, at the time, yeah.
Now it's a
That's what
cult
I'm
classic.
saying. Like, it's a cult
Yeah.
classic now, but
I don't
Breakfast
even
Club
think you
didn't do
could.
that good either.
I mean, can you really call them cult classics though? Since they're so big.
I mean, initially, if they didn't have a super big hype about them and they weren't rated super well when they first released and are popular later on, that's the definition of a cult classic.
Yeah. Technically, what turns into just a straight out classic is like Titanic. When Titanic came out, it had a massive following from the get go.
Yeah.
Even to today, there's very little people out there that don't know the movie. Really, it's one of the iconic movies, and it's now considered a classic. But when you come for other movies like Boondock Saints, that's cult classic because let's face facts. Boondock Saints, when it first came out, nobody knew anything about it. They're like, it's okay. Now there's people out there that follow it. They're like, when's another
Live
movie
and
coming
die
out?
by it.
Yeah.
Speaking of die by it, the second one was not as good.
No, the first one was so much better.
Yeah. Which is weird because because they made the second one like a good while after.
Yeah, it was like
And-
5 or 6 years.
But what's that?
They made it like 5 or 6 years after.
Yeah, but that was after like the movie had already picked up
Yeah.
like the popularity.
Mm-hmm.
So how come the second one was like so cheap?
They did not have William Dafoe.
Well, they didn't have a couple guys. Like besides William Dafoe, they didn't have one of the brothers. I didn't think they had the same dad. Although that dad may have died.
I think he did. When did let's see here.
Or maybe those.
Boondock Saints.
Maybe they didn't get the second one because he was doing Walking Dead or something.
The first Boondock Saints came out in '99.
Yeah.
Boondock Saints 2 came out in 2009, so it was literally 10 years later.
Yeah.
And there was talk about a Boondock Saints 3.
And Boondock Saints 2 ended that conversation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think if they wanted to do a third one, it would have to be a reboot.
No.
Or not like a reboot, but it had to be like a completely different storyline.
Yeah.
Boondock Saints 3 got the green light to begin filming in May of 2022. So they are currently filming.
What?
Original
13 years after?
Yeah. With the original stars returning to the filming.
Oh, okay.
That
So
one
probably
actually
just-
doesn't surprise me a whole lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
they got their popularity from that one without any doubt. I mean, the two Irish brothers and shepherds we shall be for thee, my lord, for thee. Which, technically, I'm not breaking any terms of service on that one because that is an actual prayer.
Now, you could quote movies.
You can.
He's specifying for the YouTube legal team.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
just like commentary or something.
I
What is it?
I don't want to get another freaking strike on my YouTube account because of freaking terms of service and copyrights and that bullshit. So if y'all don't know, last week's episode, and this is kind of the reason why this week's episode is called Grumpy Vet 6.1, I uploaded to YouTube, and within 30 seconds, I got an email from YouTube saying, you have copyrighted material in your video. Another one, a couple of seconds after that, from YouTube. And a couple seconds after that, from Fox Entertainment. Apparently, MASH is still copyrighted by Fox Entertainment. And it's up to date.
So, like, how do you get around it doing like a reaction video?
You actually have to uh, send a letter or email to Fox Entertainment to get permission to do a reaction video of said episode or episodes, and they have the right to turn you down.
It's like all like the music video reactions or whatever. Like they have to send an individual thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some
That's dumb.
like some for instance, like some people re-show the clips of, let's just say, America's Got Talent. It literally takes them like a day to clip out everything that's good from the show, but then it could take another 2 to 3 days or even weeks afterward to get permission to actually post it. I did a lot of looking into that recently after those emails, and I was just like, "You son of a."
I gotta work on some organization. Oh, this shit's growing.
Brennus, are you using that red as a base color?
Yep.
Interesting choice.
It stands out very well with the black.
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah, I fixed the
this
dirt
is-
bike.
You fixed the. How did you fix the dirt bike?
I just reset it.
Oh, okay.
This is dangerous.
Ow, 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 ow,
Oh,
Fucking
ow.
corn!
hold on, I'll do it. Here, David, I'll drive like you would.
Oh, you did.
Oh, damn.
Puts a whole new term to getting cornholed.
Yep.
Whole new definition. And yes, I hate you for that pun too. It didn't slip past me.
No, but it's sure as hell slipped into you.
Yeah, in one ear and out the other.
How far back can I go? Here? Okay. This is the edge of the map.
It's like, fourth wall break, the fourth wall break, everybody.
Alright. Buildings.
Well, gents, we are over our 1 hour mark.
Dang, that was quick.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
been going pretty good. And I'm actually getting really tired. It's been a long day and a long couple of days.
See, what everyone might not realize is that David's really old.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to take out his dentures and go to bed early.
I mean, I'm not the oldest one here.
Maybe not. But age-wise, doesn't always mean everything.
Uh,
Am I the oldest one here?
I think so.
How? Wait.
I turned 40 in 2 months.
Oh yeah, you're definitely the oldest one.
God damn it!
I'm only
You're hoping to
36, bro.
snake out of that one. What, did the dentures comment get to you?
I didn't realize that I was actually the oldest. I mean, I know we got you as the kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I typically stay out of these arguments because I know I'm the youngest. It doesn't matter all that much to me.
Yeah. But I also do get up at like fucking before the crack of dawn for work. And
You're working on Labor Day?
actually, no. I actually get to sleep in tomorrow. If Zeus allows me.
Fat chance.
He let me sleep
My
in till-
dog's alarm clocks are better than mine is.
He actually allowed me to sleep in till 7:30 today.
What a miracle. Holy crap.
An extra 3 hours. I was just like, yes!
Yeah, I know that might sound sarcastic, but no, that was very honest.
I actually got a full 8 hours of sleep for once. It was glorious.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours of sleep I got last night, but it was pretty nice.
Or
I normally only get 4. And
but that's just
Yeah,
my own head.
that's just work for me. That's like literally I can't fall asleep. Fall asleep around midnight. Alarm goes off at
Oh hey,
4:30.
look, I'm up 4:30. Yeah.
Yay! Thanks, guys. Thanks. Dicks.
Motherfuckers.
What? Did that thing have blue chains?
yeah.
That's beautiful. Oh, blue tracks! It's my new favorite vehicle.
On that note,
There we go.
Brennis, do you have any last words? Without the dying?
It's great. For those of you that don't know, this has been Grumpy Vets. We're all either active duty or prior service individuals that have gathered here today to support your mental health. We work in cooperation with a charity called Saves. You should be able to find a website down below in the About Me section. Or you can go to Lord Thorn's Discord, which is pinned just on the side. If you pop through there, you can either request myself, Zach, or David, each of our names being Wordrunner, Lord Thorn, or Goodfella ZK, and we can get you support in any way that you might need over at the Saves charity, which is a veteran and first responder focused charity.
But everybody is able to join. We don't discriminate.
Absolutely.
Everybody's more than welcome. Zach?
I'm gonna rag on myself. We're not the Air Force. They're not the Air Force.
Truth. Zach,
Whoops.
your turn, sir. Any last words?
Are we saying goodbye? No, nothing I can think of. I'm like so zoned out from this game.
He's just going,
I-
I need to plant my potatoes. I need to ride on my corn.
Yeah. No, just I don't know. I guess always find something that you can relax and zone out to, decompress.
It's always a good thing to have.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've talked about hobbies today. We've talked about the game itself. You
Drinking.
Drinking, which is not a healthy one, by the way.
Yeah, don't find that your primary habit. That's a very bad idea.
Yeah. Drink in moderation, and it's perfectly fine. But being zoned out in a video game is actually a good one. It lets
100%.
It allows yourself to decompress, relaxes your mind. Unless it's really intensive game, then that's the reason why I don't like all these first-person shooters.
Or you can even find a hobby like this one. Like, I have spent the past hour and a half dremeling and painting the top of this helmet. I still have the entire underside to do. But you know what? That's okay. Because I've gotten to have some good conversation here with my buddies, and I was relaxed.
For once.
Yeah, for once.
But on that note, everybody, like Brenna said, the Discord is right next to my name. And that's for my personal Discord. And if you come in there, I'll gladly send you over to saves. We are always available. We are always there. For those of you in YouTube land, why don't you first off, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and come join us live.
And don't forget to hit the bell.
Yeah,
bell
if you hit the bell,
like
you'll get the notifications whenever we post another video. And then you can catch up on more of our shenanigans and possibly some new guests. You never know.
We are working on getting more guests. Hopefully we can get Fangari back for another one, since that one went...
It went the way of the dodo.
Yes.
I mean, the show went well.
The show went really well.
It was the post-production. So, if you don't know what happened, I guess you'll just have to tune into Twitch / Lord Thorin, LORDTHORRAN, every Sunday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Maybe next time you can catch up with us live. Interact with us. Who knows? You might even learn something. I doubt it, but maybe.
We do have some educational things. Oh, we talked about
The
the
best
knives
thing-
today. We talked about the knives. That was educational.
Yeah.
The best thing that we can educate people on is sharp, pointy things and swear words.
And farming now.
And farming. And farming.
On that,
We're about to learn about some forestry here in a second.
or deforestation.
Oh, gosh.
But on
Y'all
that,
Hey,
have an absolutely
still forestry.
night.
it was a pleasure having you all here. As always, I'm going to be sending you off. We're going to be putting up that the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and it's now just 3 numbers, so it's stupid easy for you to remember. And make sure, if you know somebody that could use that number, pass it along. And pass along coming to see us, too. We'll love to have you here.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you all next time.